everyone, welcome to my channel. I have some Dolly mail for you today, and I will say I have two boxes to open up. One has a doll in it that I got from AliExpress, and the other one is not a doll, and it may be marginally doll related. I'm going to say it's doll related because I'm doing tons of collabs lately with other channels like Dolls Rescue, J Dolls UK, Beth Ramsden, you name it, and I am doing a collab with these people. So that means I have to really pay attention to dates because collaborations are organized by a certain date. We all say we're going to post on a certain day and time. And of course, I'm also a teacher, so dates are super duper important. Lots and lots of deadlines that I have to pay attention to. So that said, I got myself a new planner. I needed one anyway, and I'm down to 2021 July. But I've already got stuff I need to put into August. But I wanted something different, and the last few planners I had all these like wildflowers, something similar to that. So I went for something a little more subtle. And see, I'm going to open this first, and then I'm going to open up the Dolly. Yeah, anybody out there into planning? This is an agenda. It's really not like a planner, so to speak. I mean, I think there's a difference between the two. I'm really not, I wouldn't say I'm a planner type person, but I do like to have a hard copy agenda with me. I'm not into using my phone. All right, open it up here. Fresh start. Your fresh start is here. I just needed a good old calendar type book that has room for me to write stuff in. And here we go. I think this is called Dainty Dogwoods. So it's very subtle, very different. Normally I get like I said, I get very like wild colored ones, but I liked this one. It was, you know, kind of sweet looking. And yeah, definitely I'm already working on my fall classes, so I need this. Alrighty, so, and I like the size of this. This is the weekly one. They have other sizes. They actually even have larger planners with spiral, with the spiral binding for teachers specifically, but I am a college teacher, not a high school or elementary K through 12 teacher, so I don't really need something quite that involved. But here's some little stickers. They give you a few. Like I said, I'm not a huge planner type person where I'm constantly writing lists and planning and making stickers and putting them in my book and that kind of thing, but this is just very handy, and now I can put all of my collabs in here along with due dates for school. So yeah, so that's why I'm calling it doll mail. All right, so now for the real doll mail. I guess I should preface this with, you're going to recognize her, but let me show it to you first, and then I'll explain why I got another one of these dolls. Oh, how funny. Okay, so you might recognize her. I got another Malibu, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. So this is Malibu. You've probably seen her a lot. She's my like go-to hanging out doll. If I go traveling, I like to bring her. Not that I travel a ton, but she helps me in the doll room as far as trying on clothes. And, you know, she's a fakey doll that I can just do stuff with. I can take her outside and take photos and not worry about, you know, damaging her, because she was not super duper expensive. And I just really like the look of her. She's got this sort of darker blonde hair and, of course, really nice tan skin. I put her on this fake Takara body, and I'm not, it doesn't look bad, I guess, on the camera, but in person, it's discolored in areas, and I had a hard time getting it to fit in here for some reason. So I'm thinking I'm going to put her back on her original jointed body, and when I ordered her again from the same vendor, I asked her to put her on a Takara body. So let's see, which is funny because clearly she is, but they sent me hands, which you can't use with these bodies, but it's a nice thought. So let me go ahead and get her out of here. Boy, I need to clean my knife. I'm knocking the camera. So, of course, if you've ever ordered from AliExpress and had to talk to anybody over there, you know, there is a language barrier. Even though they do speak pretty decent English, I'm pretty surprised, or I should say write pretty decent English. But sometimes the back and forthness can be a little awkward. So I wasn't 100% sure. You know, I was 95% sure she knew what I was asking for, which was this style body, and looks like I got it. So let me get her out of here. So, like I said, the body was one reason, and it looks like it's a pretty decent, yes, color-wise, it's much better than the one I have on her right now. It looks like this is kind of weird. I might be able to, that's an awkward angle, but otherwise, yeah. So she looks, let's compare her here. She looks just like this doll. She's the same doll. Different, you know, but she came on a Takara body. I specifically asked the person to give me this body versus the jointed. Another reason why I wanted to get another one of these dolls is because when I cut her hair before with Malibu 1.0, I really did a horrible job on it. Like, and it was one of those things, like, I goofed up and then I tried to fix it and I just made it worse and worse. And the problem is, you know, when you're cutting their hair, like, it doesn't grow back, folks. It does not grow back. You screwed up. You're kind of lost. So I didn't want to cut it. Like, if here she, you know, let me take her hair out of here so you can see what I'm talking about. It's not even, and it's shorter than I wanted it to be. So, yeah. And the thing is, you can buy just a scalp, and I thought about doing that, but a scalp, the cost of a scalp, which I wouldn't be 100% sure it was the right color, was almost as much as buying a whole doll. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to have two Malibus. I'm going to put this Malibu back on her original jointed body that she came with. And now I have one with a Takara style body. Let's check out her legs. They feel a little floppy, but not bad. Got 2 clicks. There we go. Click, click. There we go. So, yeah, her hair is just longer than I want it to be. And if I was thinking, I should have asked the person to trim the hair for me. They would do that sometimes if you ask them. But I really wanted it more about, like, to here. And I've done that before with some success. For example, I have this doll that I cut her hair. But the thing is, I think the reason why I did better with this doll is her hair's not quite as thick. It's pretty thick, but this hair is like massively thick. So yeah, so I'm going to attempt it again, and I'm going to really take my time, and I'm just going to do a little bit from the bottom. I'm not going to, the last one I was like, well, I know I want it, you know, pretty, at least to here, so I like whacked off a bunch, and oh god, then it was just, it was bad. It was not good. By the way, I guess I should show you her eyes, even though if you've seen Malibu, you kind of know this already, but she has side-facing gray eyes, really like these. She has these beautiful front-facing blue eyes, another favorite of mine. Side-facing brown, sort of like a root beer color, also like those. And then the dreaded pink eye. Maybe someday I'll switch these pink eyes out to something else. I'd love them to be purple. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, there she is. And her hair is in really good shape. Doesn't need any spa. Perfect. Yeah, Takara, take note here. So yeah, so I have Malibu 2.0. I'll have one with a jointed body and one with a Takara style body. And I really like these dolls. I just really like the look. I like the color of their hair. It's not like, it's bright, but not, I wouldn't call it platinum blonde. It's more of a darker blonde. In fact, I wish I could even find one with darker blonde than this, but she works for now. And she, you know, she's a fun tan girl that I don't have to worry about being super careful with, like I am with my stock Takara tan dolls. And yeah, so she's a new member of the family. So now I'm organized. I have my agenda that I can start putting my collaboration dates in, and I have a new Dolly to play with. Thank you guys for stopping by. I always appreciate a thumbs up and a share and a like and, you know, all that good social media stuff. I have lots of information below as far as my social media contacts if you're interested in friending me or following me on any of the platforms. And yeah, have a wonderful Dolly day. Bye-bye.